Hello all, my name is Adonis and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a financial weekly spread for all of my Libras out there for the week of March 22nd into the 28th, alright? This is a new spread. Under the circumstances, I think this could be helpful to some. So let's get after it, okay? Alright. Sun, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sun, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sun, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Single cards you need to see. What is the current financial state of my Libras out there in the week of March 22nd to the 28th? What is the financial state of my Libras during the week of March 22nd to the 28th? Of the cards I need to see. Okay, feels good. Alrighty. Alrighty, so here we go. Alright, first up we have the Moon card. There's hidden perils, deception, something hidden. Thus is the current state. That's understandable. Something is being, there's the feeling that something's being hidden here. You're not getting, so there's this feeling that you have that you're not getting all the information that you need to make fruitful financial decisions for yourself and your family and your friends. So there's this feeling of something, like there's something not quite right. Not all the information is known as of yet, okay? So there's just unknown there. In addition here, I do have you communicating, re-communicating with people from the past, okay? Possibly past friends, possibly old family members, things of that nature, kind of coming together, talking a little bit of shop and stuff like that, trying to pull your resources together, okay? I really see you doing that with somebody, quite possibly even that you were in a relationship with, possibly even the next coming back into the situation. You guys kind of pulling your resources together, kind of putting all of that other stuff behind you and moving forward, because at this particular time, okay, all hands on deck. All right, and that's what this type of situation is. Now, we also got the Emperor card here, which means that you are definitely trying to assert yourself here and try to manage and control your situation, in other words. So you're really trying to take control of your financial situation. With that being said, you are doing a good job of kind of balancing, allocating resources. So in other words, the old expression is robbing from Peter to give to Paul. Right now, you're kind of contemplating which things are that you definitely need, as opposed to so what things are wants and what things are needs, and you're kind of in a process of kind of putting all that out there in the ether, and you're kind of like triaging your financial situation, if you will. What's necessary, what's not necessary. Why is that? Because you're hurting. You're hurting right now. You're definitely hurting. Okay, and so that's kind of what's going on with that. Now, there is going to arise an opportunity here, financial opportunity here, in the midst of all this. Like I said, pooling resources together, dealing with people from your past, most likely in your local community, because right now, even statewide, it's pretty hard to go from one state to the other state. So this is more or less like a local or regional situation here, more or less local than regional. Okay. There's got the 10 of Wands here, so you're looking to have that burden removed. Right now, it's kind of, things are kind of burdensome, some things are kind of crazy. So with that being said, let's see what kind of strengths you're working with. What kind of strengths are my Libras currently dealing with? What kind of strengths are my Libras dealing with here? What kind of strengths are my Libras dealing with here? What kind of strengths are my Libras dealing with here? What kind of strengths are my Libras currently dealing with here? Okay. All right. Time such as this, y'all. This is where the leaders come out to play. If you're really about this spiritual stuff, you know, you really gotta make yourself available when people need you. So sorry if I seem a little bit drained, a little bit out of it, a little maybe. I'm really kind of digging deep here. So I can be as accurate as possible to some of you guys' situations, because I know that shit's crazy. I get it. All right, so with that being said, what your strengths are. So your strength, believe it or not, is naivete or inexperience, because you don't know what you don't know, and sometimes, specifically in this cases like this, ignorance is bliss. You know, you're just kind of moving forward. You're kind of triaging your financial situation, and you're moving forward into unknown territory. Now, you may be doing it, you know, from an inexperienced perspective, but nevertheless, you're moving forward. Now, you're waiting for your ships to come in. You put some things out there, you know, friends and family, communicate with people. You're going to be moving forward progressively. As I said before, your pentacles, again, one of your strengths is you realize that you're going to have to, you know, rob from Peter, give to Paul, that sort of thing. And you're really kind of putting it out there in ether. You're thinking about it now. You're really, really thinking about it, okay? And you are kind of, you know, you're kind of waiting to see how things turn out. You know, as we all are. You're just kind of waiting to see, okay. You're looking at your pentacles there. You're looking at your pentacles and you're saying, okay. You know, I wonder, you know, you're a little worried. You're like, I wonder how long that I'm going to last with what I got in this current situation. You know, savings, credit cards, you know, this stimulus package may or may not, you know, depending on what they're doing. So you're kind of, you know, you're kind of looking at everything. You're a little worried, but, you know, you're staying vigilant, okay? Also, you got the Chariot card. You're willing to kind of roll your sleeves up, jump into this thing, and kind of move things where you need them to go, okay? You're using your creative energy to do it. Even if you got to be creative with how you maneuver your pentacles, make your money, you know, partner with other people, you know, really kind of, you know, even in terms of, and it hasn't really been talked about much over here, but even in places in Europe, I got a couple friends out there. People are even kind of with the money situation being the way that it is. People are kind of beginning to kind of barter with each other to get kind of the resources that they need. If one person has more than enough of this item, and the other person, you know, there's like a bartering going on at this point. You know, and you know, sometimes you got to get creative to meet your needs, whether they be financial, like, you know, some things. At this point, I'm really feeling as though some people are really going to come face to face with what they consider to be a necessity, actually to be a luxury, you know. And so that's, you know, people are kind of beginning to have to reevaluate what they give value to in their lives. You know, a lot of people like to surround themselves with a lot of stuff. And increasingly, as this thing lengthens out, all that extra stuff, you know, at least in the immediacy of the situation, is going to begin to start to lose value. And you start putting more emphasis on things that actually have true benefit. So that's what we're going to, you know, and that's pretty much where you're at now. Now, with that being said, okay, again, these are your strengths here. We got the 9 of Swords. How you can perceive that as a strength? Well, because you're aware. You know, you're kind of scared, facing a little bit of anxiety, but that means you're very much alive and very much paying attention to what's going on. And above all, finally, we got the Justice card, which is truth, a revelation of truth. Okay, you're being honest about your financial situation. You know, you're being honest about having to join up with others to pretty much cover more ground. Okay, so that's where we are with that. All right, so let's see what your weaknesses are. Now, usually, okay, and I've said this across all of my videos so far today. I'm going to continue till I get to the last sign, but usually I'm pretty straight up about weaknesses, okay? Pretty much call it like I see it. However, this particular time, I'm still going to be real, okay? I'm still going to be real, but I'm not going to be raw. I think that in light of the circumstances here, like I said before many times, if you want rawness, you know, if you want that kind of craziness, you can tune into CNN, MSNBC, and Fox News, and you can get all the realness you can handle. It's like 24 hours of this toxic, venomous shit all the time. Just, and if you pay attention to it, again, stay informed, but do not let it control your life, please. Okay. So enough of my rant. Let's get to the weaknesses. So, what are the weaknesses of this financial situation? What are the weaknesses of the financial situation? What are the weaknesses of the financial situation? What are the weaknesses of the financial situation? Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards that I need to see. Oh, here we go. Okay, so first up, we have the Ace of Cups. So, one of the weaknesses is going to be you're going to have your it's not your cup is not going to runneth over with opportunity, as I'm sure a lot of you know. It's going to be like a half, a perspective, cup half full, half empty, really depending on what your perspective is. So there's going to be a lot of, for now it's going to be like a lot of half cup. A lot of half cup action here, and you're going to have to be, content with that for the moment, because you're doing it better than a lot of other people are. Also, we got the Empress here, abundance, fertility. Again, this is a weakness. There's not going to be a whole lot of abundance and all as far as fertility goes, as far as finances go. And I haven't really heard anybody really say anything about this. So I'm probably going to be the first. And as you guys know, again, I'm not going to be raw. I'm going to be real. With people being being somewhat, locked down or somewhat, this may not be the best time to think about the right time to engage in frivolous acts of passion without putting a little bit of thought into it. Because again, being pregnant is a beautiful thing, but under the current circumstances, you may have to weigh that. You know what I mean? So you may want to be careful. Okay, when it comes in terms of acts of passion and things of that nature, especially from a financial perspective at this moment in time. Things again, triaging life. What things are, and if you are going to engage in that type of activity, make sure that you use a contraception of some sort, at least for the time being. We don't know how long this thing's gonna last. I got a feeling it's going to be kind of months instead of weeks. That's just what I've done a couple readings on it, of course. That's what my instincts are telling me. That's what my guides are telling me. So, I don't know about anybody else, but, I'm gonna keep it real with you. So I'm just like, listen, just use your brain, be smart, keep it on lock a little bit. And if you are going to do that, because we're all together in the misery situation, you got to do what you got to do. With your loved one or whatever, just be smart. Now, with that being said, also a lot of choices as far as financial aspects go. You're not going to have as many choices as you think you're going to have. Okay, so you're really going to have to pick and choose what works out the best. Also, we have reconnecting with people from coming together. Again, you're going to make connections with people, and things are going to, be moving for 90% of people, coming together, working together. It's going to be a beautiful thing. That 10%, you got to be a little bit worried about, okay? Some people are going to try to exploit the situation to their own benefit, okay? I got a call from an elderly friend that I know. Was like, hey, have you heard where people are coming to, they're giving testing, going door to door now? I said, look, I don't know anything about that. Be careful. Be careful. All right. If someone comes bearing gifts and you don't know who they are, you know, think twice. Okay. Like I said before, 90% of people are going to be fine. Good intentions, but you do got that 10% that like to exploit things and use them to their, you know, use them to do bad things to people to get over. Okay. So just, you know, please, just be careful. All right. And finally here, we have the Queen of Swords energy, which is telling it like it is, being straight up about it. In light of the way things are, you're, you know, again, telling people how things are without a little bit of sugar to kind of make the medicine go down. It's not going to work towards your benefit. It's okay to be a straight up person, as I know you are. Be straight up, you know, as I am. But again, you have to temper that. You have to read the situation. The social construct at the moment is such that you don't want to be too raw. Okay, you know, that'll come later. But for right now, we all have to be socially conscious of each other, and understanding that it's a very frustrating time, and people can just go fucking nuts at the drop of a pen at this point. So we guys kind of be chill. We're all in this together, okay? And we'll get through it. So that being said, let me see what additional information Spirit wants to give before I shut this thing down. What additional information Spirit wants to give before I shut this thing down? What additional information Spirit wants to give before I shut this thing down? Okay. Yes, very much so. Fortitude. Fortitude. Keeping your back arched, keeping your eyes forward and moving towards that goal. Keep the past in the past. Keep that shit in the rearview mirror. You want to move forward strongly and boldly. Keep moving one day at a time. Thinking past this. Of course, you got to pay attention to the moment. Okay? But just be bold, keep moving forward. All right? Also, balance, balance, balance. All right? Make sure, if you have never tried meditation before, this is the perfect time to do so. Okay? And if you are engaging in meditation, then it'd probably be a good time to teach others. Okay? Of course, you can't do it, you know, face to face or something like that from a distance and all that. You can use social media where I'm communicating with you, Skype and all that. This would be the perfect time to teach people how to meditate to balance themselves, okay? You know, because some people just think it's a matter of just closing your eyes, sitting there in Indian style, and, you know, there you go. I mean, it's a lot more to it than that. But hey, listen, if that's all you can do right now, you got to start somewhere. So I'm not opposed to that either. But this would be a good time to learn how to do meditation and things of that nature to keep yourself balanced, okay? Because it starts up here. If this is calm, this is relaxed, this is focused, okay, then you can think clearly and your stress levels go down. And that's what's important here. Also, keeping your stress levels down also helps your immune systems too. All right? So that's another thing as well. So please stay balanced and meditate. Also, we have shift. You're going to have to shift your perspective. Again, as I said, you're going to have to shift your perspective as what is a luxury and what is a necessity. And this is going to be one of those times that's going to happen, okay? So with that being said, I want to shut this thing down now. I will not be doing personal financial readings. Okay, I'm not going to do it. Reason being, about a week and a half ago, when the height is not the height of this, but when this stuff was really beginning to look like, wow, I did about 9 or 10 personal financial readings for people. You know, it overwhelmed me to the point where I was like, oh my God. I mean, usually when I do personal love readings, it's like ebbs and flows and things of that nature. So there's like more positives than negatives. This was like scraping the bowels of hell. I mean, the despair was really there. And people picking up on people's, disparaging energy was something that kind of got me kind of sick. First time that ever happened. So I was like, yo, I have to, you know, I'm good, but I'm not as good as I thought I was to be able to protect myself from the onslaught of that. Okay, so Adonis got a little bit more practicing to do as far as being able to protect myself against this feeling of absolute dread. We'll get through this, people. Okay, we will definitely get through it. It's going to take a little bit, but we'll get through it, and we'll get through it together, all right? So if you haven't already, please like, please share, and please, please, please subscribe. I love you guys, and I will definitely see you next time, okay? Stay safe, take care of yourself, and take care of each other. Bye-bye.